Okay, so I did a little work on Mike Nichols and Elaine May, and I had May picked out as the dark, incisive one, but when they split up in 1960, Nichols began directing Broadway plays, mostly Neil Simon, and then he was offered in 1966 the chance to direct Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf for the screen, with the then married duo of Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor. Burton was known as a great, tempestuous actor and something of a blowhard, full of himself. Taylor was known as a great beauty, also difficult to manage, full of herself. As a couple, they were two scoops packed into one cone. Nichols mixed them together into one hell of a film, dark and sad and full of pain, quite an accomplishment for someone I had called cheery. May wrote several plays, then turned to movies, including Heaven Can Wait and Ishtar with Warren Beatty and Dustin Hoffman, known as one of Hollywood's all-time clinkers. But before that, in 1971, when Nichols was making Carnal Knowledge, May wrote and directed and starred in A New Leaf, based on the book The Green Heart, and it's a movie I'd never heard of. I checked it out on Rotten Tomatoes and they gave it 100%, which surprised me because I didn't know that Rotten Tomatoes gave anything such a rating. What? Did that mean they thought it was perfect? I had to see that. So I got a copy of the movie and I was surprised by it even more than I'd been surprised by the perfect rating, which I didn't agree with. I wouldn't give it 100%. I don't know what I'd give it, but it wouldn't be 100. What surprised me so in the movie was the sweetness of it. It's a very sweet movie. I don't like sweet ordinarily, but in this case, I don't know, May went for the sweet, and she may have gotten away with it. This from someone I thought was dark and introspective. Hell, what do I know? Not much, apparently. There is a lot of money in the movie, some very wealthy people, and other people who desire to have money by any means. Theft, fraud, deceit, lies. If you have no skills and you have no money and you wish to live the good life, then you've got to be creative. Walter Matthau plays a man who squanders a fortune because he loves the good life, and he spends himself into penury. The only possible hope is to find a wealthy woman and marry her. This reminds me of the plot in Monsieur Verdoux, Chaplin's last movie, in which the protagonist marries and murders a series of women before he is caught and stopped by the police. And in this movie, Matthau's character does marry a woman who is very rich, and we are led to believe, naive to the point of being a saint, trusting as a little deer. She is also preternaturally clumsy, awkward, shy, homely, and utterly devoid of the social graces. May playing madly, against type, to the hilt. Matthau's character, Henry, she is Henrietta, does contemplate murder, and nearly attempts it, but Henrietta is saved because she is so pure. That is the solid and inescapable vein of sweetness in this story. We are asked to believe that a person who is pure and simple, and much more interested in botany than money, certainly more interested in love than sex, that this person can convert another who is solely involved with himself and his material comforts. This is a preposterous turn of events, completely unbelievable. Yet this miracle inexplicably does occur at the end of the movie, and we viewers are asked to swallow it. During the credits, there is a lot of loud chirping of birds. I don't know if May is putting us on or not. The movie is now said to be a cult favorite and a black comedy. There's mystery in it, too. Something may have been lost. May delivered a 180-minute version to the studio, and Paramount cut nearly 80 minutes before its release. Henry James played in this same territory in The Wings of the Dove, when the innocent selflessness of the dying heiress ruins it for the couple who tried to exploit her. They succeeded in getting her money, but they were undone when the woman discovers that the man has true feelings for the heiress, even after her death. He can't help it. She has won his heart. In A New Leaf, against all odds and expectations, Henry is similarly overcome. Amor vincit omnia. A New Leaf is either one of the least cynical stories I have ever heard, or Elaine May is pulling our leg. I don't know which it is. I think it's the former, and if that's true it really surprises me. I didn't know the lady had it in her, which I like to see. Surprises. I'm just not sure if I can believe in this one.